We have a question about that sediment load that went down from your projects. Did that affect mussel habitat and survival in mussel beds that you know of? Was that a concern on your streams?
We have a lot of fall on the Baraboo River in the area where the dams came out. There's 35 feet of fall in about 4.5 miles. Um, that immediately flushed out. And the gradient then kind of flattens out to get into the Wisconsin, but there's enough water that runs through that river in the springtime that I think those sediment loads were out of there in probably less than a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We didn't do an official study on it, but
Mm-hmm.
you could just tell the quality of the water was getting much better quickly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Heath or Bob?
We didn't have mussel studies in the prairie, but on the Wisconsin River, the mussel populations were really bad in the Wisconsin River because of low dissolved oxygen during the polluted days. And they hadn't really recovered all that much by the time this dam removal occurred. But because the fish can move now, they can move those mussel species from the Wisconsin River out into the prairie and upstream, because the fish carry the larval mussels in their gills, and they can move long distances that way. So I think with the dam gone, there'll be a greater chance of reestablishing all the mussel populations that could live in the Prairie River from the remnants in the Wisconsin. So although we temporarily had a lot of sediment problems that probably affected some mussels in the stream, I don't think there were a lot of them below the Prairie Dells Dam, because the area was so sediment starved that it was nothing but rock down below, and boulders and gravel. There wasn't a lot of really good substrate for a diverse mussel population, but we didn't actually do studies to determine the impacts there. And the
Okay.
Deerskin River we did, and that was a very healthy mussel population after dam removal.
Good.
There again, we had warm water fishes coming up from the area downstream of the Deerskin. And I think over the long term, that will help improve the diversity of mussel species if the fish have access to the entire river system instead of being blocked by a dam.